up, Vlog Nation? It's me.
Oh.
There you go. Just watch my foot.
I can't. Can my leg go here?
She's gonna hit my foot.
Can my leg go here?
Staying in.
Let me see.
Can my leg go here?
Rachel injured her foot, so there's all this positioning where you can't touch the
I
foot.
was trying to ice again, but okay.
If I, hey, no, but I have a question. If I bring a chair out, can you stretch it out this way?
Can you do that? That'd be great.
Yes, I can.
Nobody ever seems to care that my foot is in pain. Oh, I'm in so much pain.
I'm leaving.
So I'm old and I fell and it really hurt. It didn't break anything. I think the sprain is just as bad.
Look at us, we're all dramatic in this lighting.
Okay, wait. I'm gonna turn.
Oh my god, I look really bad right now.
Give me a couple minutes. It takes a while to adjust my leg.
The lighting is not working for it. Can we put like a white on the screen? You know what I'm talking about?
What are you
Hold on.
talking about?
Ooh, why do my eyebrows look like that?
Okay, wait, I'm gonna put my foot up. Okay.
No one wants to watch this.
Can your chair go a little lower?
Huh?
It's so high up.
Yes, it can go lower.
I'm short. It's supposed to be...
People go, it must be amazing to be in your family. And
you dropped my cane.
It's amazing.
Oh,
it's just amazing.
That might be a little
Every
low.
day's a carnival.
Actually, that's perfect.
Full of whimsy.
Wait, my cane.
No, you don't need it. You're not getting up.
You're right.
You're not getting up.
Every day is an enchanted sleigh ride of whimsy and novelty.
No, it's not.
It isn't?
You're lying. Hold on, one moment, folks. One moment, folks. One moment, folks.
Why are the top? It feels like the camera should be up more.
Shush.
I mean, I'm short, so you see all of me.
Shush. I'm sitting too forward. I'm gonna sit back. I'm doing something. I can't.
You don't need to watch a video.
Yes, no, but I'm putting it. I'm putting it on for light. Do you see white screen? Oh. Yeah, I do. It's at the bottom. I don't have my glasses on.
White noise?
White screen. Just a plain white screen. Check this out. It's gonna bring light into the room. See?
Oh my goodness! Where did you learn that trick?
The internet.
I don't know.
That actually worked.
Computer camp.
I never believe anything you're doing, but that actually worked.
Vlog Nation, it's me, coming back at you again with some awesome content.
I'm not reading. Should I take these off when I don't get the glare? Oh, no,
the worst part about doing these videos is looking at yourself. So your mom just spends the whole video like primping and
it's bedtime.
All those doll people you watch, that's all they do is fiddle with their hair.
Can't we do this at like noon when I look cute?
No. Dad's never here.
Some of us work for a living. At noon, we're doing things.
Yeah, some of us work.
Yeah.
I just got a job, thank you. I work in 2 days with a sprained ankle. Let's see you do that.
My arm was broken for 3 days before I went to the hospital.
You didn't have to work. My foot was sprained for 24 hours before I went to the doctor's.
3 days.
This video just keeps getting
3 days. 3 days. 3 days. And Sawyer and Donnie can attest to this because I broke my arm and immediately went to Sawyer's house and we played hide and seek. And
Donnie broke your arm.
Donnie broke my arm. But if you ask him, he'll go, "No, I didn't! Stop telling people I broke your arm!"
I told you. What did I say when you got out of the car at the roller skating rink? I said, "Don't break an arm!" And then I pick you up 2 hours later.
And my arm was like,
yeah.
It was literally like this, but you can't, I can't do it now. But my bone, you could see. Anyways.
What is the lyric in the fun song about a scar? Where he's trying to apologize for giving you a scar? You know what I'm talking about.
Luna had to pass out.
No, isn't the line, there's some sunglasses asking about a scar? Isn't that a drink?
No. But the next line is he gave it. I know I gave it to you months ago.
It's a scar? It's not a drink?
No, he scarred her.
What are you talking about? It was domestic violence.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, okay, so in my life, the lyric has always been, my seat's been taken by some sunglasses asking about a scar, and I know I gave it to you months ago, and I'm trying hard. Okay, in my brain, that's like a cool guy sits at the bar and he goes, "Can I have a scar?" And then the girl...
No, he's watching his girl get hit on by another guy.
You months ago.
I didn't know that.
You know Stairway to Heaven's about a stairway that goes up.
To be fair, I didn't know the plot of any Nate Ruess song until very recently. Because apparently all of them are about things I didn't realize.
You also didn't listen to stuff from you in 5th grade.
I am nothing without love.
Okay, no, but when I was in the 5th grade...
that was like the restaurant when you were in love?
When I was in the 5th grade, I listened to a lot of Nate Ruess because I liked him. And I remember for Christmas, you guys got me the poster. Never forget.
Silk poster.
What was that?
There was a silk poster. really nice.
It was nice. It was awesome.
It was nice. It was awesome.
He's in the Hamilton polka. But anyways, I just remember that I'd sing a lot of the lyrics and I didn't know what any of it meant. And now I listen to it again and I go, wow, these are all really sad songs. Like the one where he raps is actually really sad. And I didn't know that because I was just singing along. But I did the same thing to Dr. Horrible. I liked it. It didn't click.
She's saying that with such passion.
I did.
That's on YouTube. Is that on YouTube?
It is on YouTube, yes.
That's a great video.
Maybe Matt sings
way
it.
back in the time. Way back.
Maybe Matt watches it.
Hey, Matt. No, I told him not to watch the new... No, he won't watch this. I've told him he's not allowed to watch the new videos.
Why?
No, because it's weird. Anyways, what are we gathered here today to do?
Ooh, Prince. Good. We're not here to talk about
Ladies and
favorite
gentlemen.
songs.
We're gathered today to get through this thing called life. Anyways.
Electric Life.
This is the story of three little girls
Here's the story
who went to the police academy.
of a handsome fella.
What show is that, Rachel?
I was doing the Brady Bunch.
I know yours.
Yeah, no. This is the story
Can I
of three
see
little
that?
girls who went to the police academy.
My pillow?
I just want to show the camera.
I need all these things.
Charlie's Angels?
I hate this pillow.
So does Austin, but you know what? It's the perfect knee size, and it's the perfect oomph, and it works really good for back support.
I hate that stupid pillow.
I don't care what it is. I need it.
Miserable pillow.
Hi, folks. We're here today to talk about our
Sitcoms.
top sitcoms. They've been talking about sitcoms because we've been watching
A lot of sitcoms.
Family Ties and Boy
all
Meets World
night.
on streaming.
Guys, I'm gonna come out and say it, okay? And when I say it, don't look at me and go, oh, you're one of those kids. They don't make television like they used to. I was born in the wrong generation, and I mean that.
Well, how many sitcoms are on TV right now? None,
None.
right?
They don't make sitcoms
They don't really
anymore.
exist anymore.
Because
Yeah.
every TV show now is made to be binge watched, and sitcoms you're not technically really supposed
They're not connected.
to binge watch them.
Yeah.
So they don't make sitcoms anymore. They just don't. They really do not. The closest to like making a sitcom I can think of recently was Fuller House that came out in 2019.
But that's Netflix. It's not even on regular TV.
So if you go on TV right now, this is something that I will say. If you go and you have a kid who still watches TV, your kid is watching old sitcoms because Disney Channel and Nickelodeon do not play new content anymore. They only play old content. iCarly is still being aired right now on Nickelodeon because there are no new content.
Now, you don't mind that it's all dated?
No, I don't.
You find comfort in that?
I do actually. Like, iCarly kind of got kind of bad in the later seasons when everyone was like every episode, like when Freddie worked at the pear store.
You're talking about shows we're going to talk about. This doesn't make sense.
I'm just going on a small tangent. When Freddie started working at the pear store, which is the fake Apple store, the show went downhill.
Another one. I have to
Okay?
find.
It went downhill.
Well, they came to me and said, can we do top 3 favorite sitcoms?
And then Mom said, can I do top 4?
But now I thought
Now
about
she's
I can't
up to
leave
5.
off.
No, I'm at 4. I've capped that at 4. I have my top 4 favorite sitcoms.
Well, I refuse.
I could do 5.
Well, I'm doing 5.
Well, I guess then I'll do 5.
All right, Rachel, number 5. Or is there an order?
There's an order.
Or
There
just
is an order.
I didn't put mine in order. Come back to me.
Oh, boy.
I'll start. Number 5, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. Sweet Life of Zack and Cody is, I would put it in my top 5 sitcoms for a couple of reasons. First of all, it is peak Disney Channel at the time that, like, I remember watching Disney Channel. And I remember Sweet Life, because Sweet Life came on late at night. Sweet Life came on usually at, like, 9 o'clock. And it was a big deal that I had a TV in my room. Remember when we put the TV in my room? It was a big box TV. Remember? And to change the channel, you had to press the buttons on it. There was no remote.
Did I lose it?
No, I didn't have, you didn't give me a remote. I was like 6.
But every TV comes with remote. I must have lost it.
It was Luna's TV first. And then Luna got a good
So
TV.
then Luna lost it.
And, well, of course, Luna's like 11. And I got the old TV. And what else did I get with that TV? Slightly off topic. I got a GameCube.
Don't remember.
I played Finding Nemo, the game, and I was really bad at it. But anyways, that TV was great because that TV allowed me to watch all of my favorite movies because it had a DVD player on it, which meant I could watch Beverly Hills Chihuahua every night. But it also meant
Remember that.
turning on Beverly Hills Chihuahua every night.
God.
It also meant that when I would wake up in the middle of the night, because I woke up a lot. I was always waking up in the middle of the night.
She's a bad child.
I never slept. And you know what's crazy? I still
From
don't
day
sleep.
one.
I still don't sleep.
But you've stopped waking me up, so it doesn't matter anymore.
I can't. It just doesn't work. Like, I get tired. I lay down at like 10 o'clock at night, but my brain doesn't turn off until like 1 a.m. Nothing happens. But anyways, because this always happened, like from early childhood, it meant that I would watch a lot of late night TV. And late night Cartoon Network sucked because I was like 6, and Adult Swim is not funny. And the Food Network would turn, in the middle of the night, if you remember this, Food Network would turn to weight loss.
You should have watched TV Land. When you were a horrible child and you kept me up all night every night, I would just watch old TV shows on TV Land and cry. She's never leaving. She's never leaving. Those are the memories I have.
I didn't watch that. So what I did watch was Nick at Night and late Disney Channel. And that was so much Full House and so much Sweet Life of Zack and Cody. I loved it.
What is that show about?
Sweet
Like,
Life.
very
I don't
quickly.
think I watched that one.
Very quickly, Sweet Life of Zack and Cody, it had 2 different versions, Sweet Life and Sweet Life on Deck. It was about 2 twin brothers who are played by the Sprouse twins. Cole Sprouse, you know that name because he was Jughead in Riverdale.
Uh-huh.
Or was he?
He was. He was, because Dylan Sprouse has too much pride to do that. It was about the Sprouse twins, and they live at a hotel or on a like giant cruise ship, and they like are best friends with all the people who work at a hotel.
I watched all your childhood shows. I don't know how I got out of this one.
Because it aired at night.
Oh,
I watched it by myself at nighttime.
got it.
On our TV that played GameCube.
On my
Got
TV at night. Okay, this is a memory just for me.
Okay.
Just
Rachel,
for
number
me.
5. You don't have to go in order.
I'm going in order.
The one that was added to the list last second because I went, oh yeah, that show was really important to me. Married with Children.
I don't know that one. I don't know that one.
Well, let's.
No, I do. That's the one where every episode he's with a different blonde lady, right? You guys showed me clips. That did not
Well,
look
he's
good.
married to Peg.
That did not look
But
good.
the show had a lot of Playboy
When I
Playmate guest
started
stars.
working retail, well, I started at 15, but by 18, I realized I'm really good at selling stuff. I could get anyone to buy anything pretty much. And I learned very quickly that in department stores, if you work the shoe department, you make commission. I was really good at it. So I sold shoes for about 15 years. I've worked every shoe store you can think of, from Vans to Leeds to, well, Baker's now, to Montgomery Ward's, to Broadway, to Mervyn's, to... I worked a lot of shoe stores, and I could really relate with Al Bundy. That is all.
Okay.
And the chick was hot. So.
What's your number 5, Dad?
I didn't watch a lot of sitcoms. I have some, I watch sitcoms, but I wasn't like into sitcoms.
I love sitcoms.
I don't do movies. I only do sitcoms.
I love
TV.
sitcoms
But
so
I have
much.
some that are really, when you get down to 1 and 2, those are like big shows, right?
Yeah.
Number 5, Alice. I
That's a
watched a
good
lot of
show.
Alice.
I've never seen that.
About
Good
a woman
show.
working at a diner, Mel's Diner.
But Mel reminded me of my dad too much, so that kind of took away from it.
I watched a lot of Alice. Crazy characters coming in. Alice was about the location, the diner, and what went on at the diner. And
We
sometimes they
should
went to
sing
other
for everyone.
places.
If it has a good song,
Yes.
should sing.
You know,
Sweet Life had a
of Zack
great
and
song.
Cody?
This is the Sweet Life. It was so like late 90s, early 2000s.
love and marriage
And that's Sinatra, for those of you at home.
go together like a horse and
You know what I discovered recently? I had no idea.
You're up with Alice.
The opening credits of Married with Children are taken from Vacation. And you can actually see the family truckster
Yes.
drive by. I never noticed that. Do
Alice is one of the best theme songs.
you know how it starts?
Like where the first line goes
Yeah.
off with.
No. Early to bed,
Early to
early to rise.
Yep.
in between I cooked and cleaned and went out of my mind. Going through life with blinders on, it's tough to see. I
Gotta
had
get
to get
back,
out
gotta
from
get
under
back.
and look
For
for
me,
me. There's a new girl in
town.
town. Yeah, everybody's like, please
Stop.
We can't sing, but
We
we
won't
sure have
get
fun.
demonetized because there's no way the algorithm would
They
ever
would
recognize
recognize
that as
it.
actual music.
But yeah, that's a good one. Good
Alice
That's
starred
a stay home from school sick.
Linda
and then-
Lavin, Beth Toland.
Yeah.
It's time for number 4.
Vic Tayback.
It's time for number 4.
Polly Holiday. And my favorite was Henry Marvin Cap. Hello, Alice. I'll have a special today.
Yeah.
Marvin Kaplan.
Wasn't he in love with
He was with Beth.
No. What was her name
Flo?
on the show? No, the nerdy girl.
Vera.
Vera.
Played by
Who was
Beth.
he?
That's what I said.
Oh, I'm
Vera.
like, who's Beth?
And what did Mel say? He'd go, "Come on, dingbats, pick up," and he'd ring the bell.
Yeah.
Alice.
Kiss my grand.
Yeah.
Number 4.
Number 4.
Number 4.
You're up.
Big Time Rush. Folks,
The monkeys.
guys, I think you, as my mother, can safely agree.
You watched a
That
lot of Big Time Rush.
This show was my only personality trait for a very long time.
Yeah.
Most of my childhood, if you spoke to me from it had 3 or 4 seasons. If you spoke to me during the time that those 3 or 4 seasons existed, I would find a way to bring it up, and I would kiss my poster goodnight.
Yes.
We have footage of me kissing my Kendall poster.
Believe it.
We do. Big Time Rush is an amazing show, and it was right in that late 2000s era of boy bands where like if you went to a 3rd grade classroom, the girls were divided because there were like die-hard One Direction fans, and then there were die-hard The Wanted fans, which I never was, and then there was me and Brie. And we were the Big Time. We like Big Time Rush.
You didn't get to One Direction until you got much older.
No, but I did like. Okay, but I liked One Direction because Brie liked One Direction a lot. But it was never mine. Was Big Time Rush.
But you can actually go see Big Time Rush now. You can't do that with One Direction.
No, Big Time
Their
Rush is
concerts are
doing
pretty
another
big.
tour, and they're doing something really cool where they pick a girl in the audience, and they during a song called Worldwide, and they each pick their own girl, and they bring her on stage, and they sing to her.
Oh my God.
You
that
should
song.
hit up Uncle Chris Core. He knows the manager guy from.
The manager was on the TV show. He's got nothing to do with the band
but
right
he
now.
knows
He was
them.
really the manager.
What's it
No,
matter?
is it? He definitely was. He's an
Like,
That
actor.
is not true, but he knows.
I would know.
You know a person who knows a person. I mean,
So, if you've never seen Big Time Rush and you have no clue what we're talking, also Uncle Chris Gore, I've never called him that. I've never called him that.
you call him that when you want a favor.
Okay, whoa, small tangent. If he's watching, Chris, do you know me? Or do you only know that guy? I've never said a word to him. He knows Austin.
He always says Tucker family and everything.
This is
Whatever,
another
whole
person
nother
in my
story.
life that has no idea who I am. Anyways, Big Time Rush. It's a show about 4 boys. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while. They're from a small town, Tennessee.
That's a big state. Huh?
No, but I'm trying to figure. I'm trying to say it's like they're one of those kind of states, right? They're singing in the grocery store. They get discovered. They become Big Time Rush. They move to LA. The whole show takes place where they all live. They live in this apartment building for young child actors, which is like like the oak, you know what I'm talking about?
The apartment complex.
Yes, they live there, and every
There's
character.
one next to Warner Brothers.
Every character is either an aspiring artist, a young actor, it is so much fun. It is such a fun show. They have a great movie, and I mean that genuinely. They have an amazing movie that is a tribute to the Beatles. If you've never seen Big Time Rush, I guarantee you will like it. It is not what you think it is when you think of a boy band like for little girls. It's a really fun show. It really is. It's a good show.
Rachel,
Number 4.
Facts of Life.
Okay, that's the collectibles girl.
Yeah.
So she's on
She
Survivor
goes, will it be the collector's call? That's what she does.
And Blair is my favorite. I loved her.
Was she that?
Joe Polnicek.
Blair.
Was she that style of character you like?
Yes.
Yeah.
She was the snobby
pretty
rich
one.
girl that everybody wanted to be.
Pretty one.
Do you have anything you want to give to the poor, Blair?
Yes, my heartfelt condolences.
You didn't like Natalie, the struggling thespian?
No.
Tootie, the roller skating
I'm always going to go with the
sensation?
popular pretty girl. Sorry. I just related with those characters.
So are we just under the assumption that everyone watching is going to know all the shows you guys watch? Because you don't explain them the way I had to
Facts
explain
of
mine.
Life.
I explained
is,
Alice.
Okay.
Well, it's a house where girls go to a boarding school. There's Tootie who likes to roller skate.
What was your
There's
number 5? What was your number 5?
Married
Married
with Children.
Oh, Married with Children, yeah. Well, everybody knows Married with Children, except you.
And people know, if you don't know facts of life, you better get a fact
You're
on
clearly
life.
not living. I don't know what to tell you.
You have no life.
The facts of life is easy to explain. You take the good,
You take
the
the
bad, you take
take
them
'em both,
both,
and
and
there
there
you
you
have
have the facts of life.
Dad, you're
Hey,
number 4.
we didn't sing it.
When the boys used to hate you date, I guess you better investigate.
Hey, I didn't get to sing the Big Time Rush theme song.
Well, please regale us.
It goes, The Big Time Rush theme song is so good. I won't do it justice.
Oh.
Can you?
When the world
Are you gonna edit
never
this?
seems
Are you gonna edit this?
to be edit what?
Are you gonna like put little pictures like you
I
always
have
do?
to.
Okay, can you?
turn
Is it possible
around.
for you to include a snippet of the theme song, or will you get demonetized?
I'll try.
Okay,
It's all about
It's so
you can do
good.
pictures of the show.
but that's not the same. Anyways,
Which was your favorite iteration of Facts of Life? Season 1, all girls school.
Oh.
Seasons 2 through 6 or so, which was
You know
girls
when they
working
got
in
older
kitchen.
and they moved into the new room, the 4 main girls, they had to paint the room, and the episodes that
Yeah.
season took place in that room.
Yeah.
That was a season. And then I do like when they opened the store and it was like all doodles looking and
Well, before that, it was Edna's Edibles.
yeah.
Then it became Over Our Heads.
Yeah, that's the store.
Yeah. I watched a lot of Facts
what's
of
your
Life.
number 4?
And where would it take place? Do you remember the city?
I don't.
Peekskill.
Oh yeah.
I got problems.
Yeah.
What's your number 4?
Number 4, Three's Company.
I should be number 3.
I watched a
Last
lot
one.
of Three's Company. I loved John Ritter. I thought John Ritter was one of the funniest guys I'd ever seen. And as a child, every boy loved Suzanne Summers, and I loved Janet Wood, who worked at a flower store.
I did like that show.
I've never seen it.
Three's Company. It's about
3 people who live together, yeah?
it's about 2 women who are renting an apartment, and their roommate is moving out, so they have a party. And the next morning, they discover a man passed out in the bathtub, Jack Tripper, and they like him so much they invite him to move in. But the manager, the Ropers, will not let him move in because it's not kosher to have a man living with 2 women. So they tell him that he's gay,
And then suddenly okay.
and he pretends to be gay for the entire series.
That's the plot of
That's the plot of Three's Company.
But only to the managers. Like he's a
He's a
player.
swinging ladies
He has
man.
women over all the time, but then he gets in situations that he has to like
He
cover.
has to pretend to be gay.
I had no
Yeah.
clue there was a gay plot line in
Yeah,
Three's
and
Company.
his best friend Larry is on the show,
Yeah.
and they're always fighting over women like Greedy Gretchen.
That's funny.
And where did they hang out?
Isn't it like the Beagle Bar?
The Regal Beagle.
Regal Beagle. Okay, I'm
That was
like,
pretty close, Mom.
well, I watched that show a lot. That was a regular for me.
Come and dance on our floor.
Number 3.
Take a step that is due. Where the kisses are hers and his. Three's Company too. Da-na-na-na-na.
Number 3.
Number 3.
Wait, how many have
Laughter's
left?
calling for
You've
you.
3 left.
And then they go, down at our rendezvous.
Mom, you have 3.
Okay, I know the top
Down at
2.
our rendezvous.
Oh, Laverne and Shirley. Were you gonna pick that?
No, I'll let you
Okay,
have Laverne and
thank
Shirley.
you, Laverne and Shirley.
Okay, Laverne and Shirley.
Yeah,
Okay,
it should be higher up. If I
unpopular
wasn't in love
opinion.
with the other dude,
I
it'd
don't
be
like
higher
this
up.
show.
How can you not like Laverne and Shirley? The story, let's
It's
talk
such a
about
comforting
it.
show.
Laverne and
I've
Shirley,
said it before. I've mentioned
Anytime.
that before.
Laverne and Shirley were dates on Happy Days for Richie and, was it Ralph Malph or Potsy?
Oh, it's Potsy.
Potsy. And they're like
I love
floozies.
Don't talk about Happy Days too much.
They're
Oh, next one.
floozies. But the response to them was so good, they spun them off in their own show and they softened the characters. Laverne and Shirley is basically the odd couple for women.
Yes.
Because they're mismatched, they fight all the time, but they really love each
It
other.
was a chick sitcom. How
I
cool is that?
loved Laverne and Shirley. It's way up in my top.
Yeah, me too.
I'm really sorry. I just can't like a single character on that show.
What are you talking
None of
Lenny,
them.
Squiggy, the big
is-
ragu.
I am Laverne.
Are-
Oh, true fact, when I was in the 7th grade, I put the letter R on every single shirt I owned because I was in a Laverne and Shirley kick. My mom wanted to kill me because she worked really hard that summer at Kmart to get this layaway out that I had for all new back to school clothes.
And you drew on them?
Yes,
You horrible child.
I put an R on all of them because I was going to be like Laverne and really cool this year.
Schlemiel, Schlemazel. Hop and Sev's Incorporated. We're gonna do it. Give us any
It
chance, we'll
has
take
a great theme song.
Read us any
I
rule, we'll
will
break
stand.
it.
Laverne and Shirley
Gonna
theme song is
make our
great. Not this
dreams come
version,
true.
but in
Do it
general,
our
it's a great
way.
theme song.
Nothing's gonna hold us back now. Straight ahead and on the track now.
It's just so
Gonna
like
make
it's
our
like
dreams
comforting
come
on you.
true.
I can put it on anytime.
Doing it our way.
It just makes you happy.
I will do it our way. Yes, our way.
I just
Making
can't
our
like
dreams come
Laverne
true.
or Shirley.
Laverne is your mother. You should love her. I bet she's a really good character.
I love my
But
mother.
it was really all about Shirley Feeney.
No.
All about Shirley Feeney.
What are you talking about? Laverne's cool. How can you not like Laverne the best? We would have
Agony.
never been together younger.
My number 3, because I didn't get to say it.
Oh, sorry.
My number 3 is
Why'd
Happy
you go to
Days.
me? You can't do that. That's my number 2.
My number 3 is Happy Days.
Well, we can segue into your number 2 and talk about Happy Days.
We haven't done your number 3 yet.
We've talked about Happy Days, though, don't we?
No, we'll pause then. Let Dad do his.
We'll put when the wise words of Bolt. We'll put a pin in.
Yeah.
Boop, pin in. There you go.
You go. What's your number 3?
Can't believe you picked my number 2.
I'm trying to think. Like I watched
What do you want from me?
One Day at a Time.
You don't have this ready? You didn't know what you were coming on here to do?
Not in the numbers. No, relax. We're just mentioning shows.
Well,
This is the fun part.
You must know.
Why are you so angry at a countdown that has no
my
merit or meaning to anything?
Oh, it has merit.
I watched a lot of MASH. Too Close for Comfort.
Can't do that. You just have to pick a
Bewitched.
show.
Yeah,
Number-
yeah.
Do that.
We're gonna do honorable mentions
Yeah,
later.
Just pick a
Pick
show.
a show.
Number 3, Silver Spoons.
So far,
I don't know
and
what
what are
that
you
is.
talking about? I love the Ricker. Did you make him an ice cream after him?
No.
My
I
parents are
watched
gonna
Silver
kill
Spoons
each
for
other.
one reason and one reason only.
Ricky Schroeder was
Jason
hot.
Bateman. Was the
Whoa,
coolest guy on
whoa!
TV.
You're calling that little itty boy hot? He's never
You-
been
you
hot. He
called
was
him a-
I was little bitty
was
when I watched
cutesy.
him. We were the same age.
What did I call him?
You called him like a little child.
He's a little baby.
That was on the Teen Heartthrob magazine.
He's not a
episode.
teen or a heartthrob. He needs to drink his milk.
He was.
He's an
Break it to
itty
you.
bitty
Imagine
baby.
him on a gritty cop show. He was like a tough as nails cop
Yeah.
in New York City.
Okay, my number 3 was
So, no?
It's
Silver
Silver
Spoons?
Spoons.
What's the plot of Silver Spoons, Rachel?
Hot boy lives in a rich house, rides on a train.
you can't call him hot anymore. You're too old to call a little boy hot.
He's a little older than me. He's in his, what, late 50s now?
The plot of Silver Spoons is that Edward Stratton III discovers that a fling he had with a girl years ago resulted in a child. So the lady wants him to take the child. So he takes Ricky as a preteen and tries to
You
build
only
a...
watched it for one reason.
Aaron Gray was on it. Well, of course. That's why I initially tuned in. Aaron Gray from Buck Rogers
That's
was on
creepier,
it.
because he was the little boy's age, watching the mom or the girlfriend, who was like
No,
40.
but it's really okay to have a crush on someone older than you. It's weird for you to be calling a little boy hot at your big age.
But I was a little girl.
Right, I'm referring to you calling him hot now.
I don't like him now. I have one crush now, and only
There
one
was-
crush.
Scott
So,
Baio.
Ricky's best friend on the show was Derek, played by Jason Bateman. You know him as Nick Wilde. And Derek was so popular, they took him off the show because he was pulling all the fan mail from Ricky
I
Schroeder.
didn't even notice him. I guess I remember him being in it, but
There's an episode where Derek smuggles in a porno that the boys are going to watch. And while they're watching it, Aaron Gray walks in and one of the boys goes, "Kate?" And the other guy goes, "Kate's in this? Oh my God." It's a fantastic sequence.
Kate's in this?
okay.
He eventually married her on the show. They became a couple. The show ran for years. Here we are, face to face, a couple of silver spoons.
Stop!
Open to find, we're two of a kind. Making
My
it
number
go,
3 is Happy
making it
Days.
grow together.
My number 2 is Happy Days.
We're gonna find our way. Sorry.
tell your story why you like Happy Days, and I'll tell mine
Sunday,
after.
Monday, happy days.
Go ahead.
Tuesday, Wednesday.
Because you have awesome parents who played every single episode in a row for you to watch. An entire summer we did that.
Yeah.
I'm a person that when I like something, it becomes my entire personality for the
Every day.
period in which I like it. My mother calls these manias. My friends call them hyperfixations, in which I just am invested in something for a small period of time, and then I go, okay, I've had enough. And then sometimes I'll come back. But when I got into Happy Days, it was their fault. It was entirely their fault.
Well, it was airing on MeTV in order.
In order.
So we decided to tape them all and watch them because I watched a lot of Happy Days as a kid. I knew kind of how the stories progressed, but I never watched it as an adult to see like, well, how did that actually all turn out? How did Richie leave? How did Fonzie end up with a teacher? And how come the teacher vanished? So we watched it beginning to end, and oh my God. Happy Days started out as this sweet little tribute to the 50s, and by the end, they had no ideas.
There was nothing happening.
Ridiculous plot lines, and very, very adult and dirty.
I would have put it higher if it weren't for the fact that it got so bad.
Yeah, no,
Never.
it got really bad.
It just got not so good. But for a moment there, the sweet spot of around like season 3 is the best. Like when Joni's still a little young, but not too old, because then her storylines get weird. There's a moment in time where Happy Days is the perfect show. It's amazing. The scene, specifically, like the scene where Richie with the motorcycle and Fonzie's at the bedside. I love that scene.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I love that scene.
Sir, gotta have a little chat here. It's my best friend, Richie. I can fix a lot of things, but this one is all yours. So, let's make a little deal. You do this for me, and I'll owe you one.
I also love Potsy. Me right here, big Potsy fan. Potsy's the best. It's been so long since I've watched that show. But I loved Richie, though. Richie was a great character. Great show. Really amazing show.
My number
Good
2 favorite
characters.
show is Happy Days.
Fonzie was originally a villain. He was like the local punk.
I love Fonzie.
And Richie challenged him to a fight in an alley, and then the Fonz turned good.
So if you don't know and haven't watched any previously episodes ever, I have a slight obsession with Scott Baio.
With Anson Williams, who played Potsy.
Scott Baio.
You know, he was on an episode of Boy Meets World.
Hello, we're talking about Scott Baio now.
Sorry, we're on to Scott Baio. If you remember from the Teen Heartthrob episode, it was mostly Scott Baio.
Chachi.
What's
is
the
everything.
fascination with Scott Baio?
Because he is beautiful. He is just charming as hell. He is everything.
He's everything.
Can I make a comment?
About Scott Baio?
Sure.
Is it going to be a nice one?
Maybe.
Okay, good.
You don't like boys.
I like your dad.
Like, you are usually disgusted
And
by men.
I like Scott Baio.
You're talking about a core memory, though.
Scott Baio was my everything. So my dad would want to go out to dinner a couple times a week. He was big on going out to diners. And he'd always want to go to dinner like around 6 o'clock, 6:30, right when Happy Days was coming on. And I finally stood up to him and I said, absolutely not. I'm not going. Because there was no recording back then.
She's not missing Chachi.
Missing Happy Days.
Wah, wah, wah.
Nope, not happening. So you know what my dad did? He found a diner that had a TV on the tables. You put like a quarter in and you could play.
Yeah,
Everybody
for a quarter,
won.
You got about 15 minutes.
Everybody
worth of TV.
won. But I didn't miss an episode and they got to go to dinner.
I've been trying to find one of those to swap me for years. They don't exist. They were all destroyed.
I wish I had enough memory to know, like, where was that? What city were we living in when we did
it
that?
would have been some dank
It might have been
shop.
our Missouri years,
Yeah,
honestly.
it would have been a coffee shop for
When I
truckers.
was in Missouri. Yeah, well.
I love the first introduction to Chachi. Once he starts getting too old, he gets creepy, and the show gets bad.
No.
Well,
his love story with Joni.
the problem is
so
they-
good they did a
Spin-off.
spin-off.
They tried to force all these catchphrases.
Fonzie's A, Blueberry Hill. I had a laugh that I did. It was and yowza, 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 and sit on it. And they all just were jokes that landed really, really well. Then they started trying to invent them. That was a debacle. I can't quite remember, you know, but every once in a while they'd come up with one and they'd say, this is going to be the brand new catchphrase. And we'd try it and it would fall flat. But Gary Marshall loved these phrases. People could be going whoa down the street, in schools. And
Yeah, there was a lot of
Bucko.
Bucko. Richie calls everyone Bucko.
Bucko.
Hey, Bucko. And
Bucko.
it doesn't
oh yeah, Richie had that Bucko. I don't know if Bucko was particularly
work. Okay, but
Sit on it, Potsy.
Works. Oh,
Wah,
sit
wah,
on
wah.
it, Potsy's dumb. There's also just a lot of things about that show that, like, I can remember so importantly, like, in the bathroom, there was always, like, certain graffiti that we would look for. Do you remember this?
Yeah, people's names.
And in some episodes, it would be gone.
Yeah. That was Fonzie's office.
And it was Fonzie's office. Oh, now I want to rewatch this. It's a great show. It's a great show. Except for the episode where they're all singing or they're
like the singing ones
pilgrims.
the best.
They're reenacting
Or
I don't care what the reenactment
historical
was.
events.
Oh,
There's
oh,
one.
bad.
There's a haunted
Good.
house episode, pilgrim episode.
The pilgrim episode's
Everybody
so
knows
bad.
Happy Days very
All
well.
right.
And I bet your favorite part is Chachi.
Okay, well, we have to do our number twos now. Dad, what is your number two?
You haven't done your number 2.
Okay, I'll do my number 2. Here's my problem though. I don't know how to do this. My number 2 and my number 1 are so closely together. I don't know how to do this.
Girl Meets World.
No. We've got
World Meets World.
We've got the
Just say your
power
number 2.
struggle, but I don't know which one's number 2.
I picked between 1 and 2. It was hard to connect it as well. 3 was connected to number 2 too. Vernon and Shirley have it all in the same world.
Okay.
You could do it.
I'm doing this for this period of time in my life, what I would watch the most of right now.
Okay.
So I'm putting iCarly at 2.
iCarly.
I get you. Because it is your number 1
It's
of all
peak
time.
Y2K.
But right now you're on a new fascination.
Yes. Right now I'm on, as my friends say, a new hyperfixation.
Do your iCarly then.
How's it go, the song?
In 5, 4, 3, 2.
Man, this was on in our house. Every
I
second,
know
every day.
you see
Always on.
somehow the world will change for me and be so wonderful.
Who were you obsessed with?
It's all for
You had your own Scott Baio. Thank you very much.
I'm telling you that someone feels so.
Same thing.
Wake
You
up
know how you
and
liked
become
him when you were a little girl?
nation.
Posters on your wall, obsessed with him and only him?
Yeah.
Scott Baio.
He was my
Do
number
you understand
1.
that?
So yeah guys, thanks for watching my video, and one more thing. Freddie Benson wants to say something to you. Nathan Quest wants to say something to you. I am in love with Josie. I am in love with Josie. I am in love with Josie. Just in case you don't know who Josie is, I'm Josie.
Guys, put his picture right here. But when you put his picture right here, do not use that one picture of him in the green striped shirt going, don't use that picture. Okay, use a good picture.
I usually use whatever Google offers.
And
me
Google
first.
was gonna give you that one of him going, don't do that one, okay? Can you put it right here?
Yeah, right there. There, it's right here. Bing.
I love
You
him.
should put the picture of you with him.
I don't have that picture.
You don't have that
I don't have that picture. I looked everywhere for that picture. We don't have the picture. You never posted it anywhere.
No, we have that picture.
We have it in a physical copy. We've never digitally posted that picture of
can't
me.
you like scan it in?
I've never seen the physical copy.
We have to find that.
I'm saying right here, right now, at this time in my life, I have a picture with my childhood love of my life, and I have
You don't have a
never,
picture of you in
And
childhood.
I
you
have
were
never seen it.
Terrified makeup.
And I'm
working the
smiling.
black carpet and Knott's Berry Farm.
And
He
the
walks on
the story's great. I'm on the carpet taking pictures with some celebrity I don't care about, and he's next in line. Right? There's like a moment, like there's an eye.
So far, you didn't care about anyone you took pictures
I don't
with.
care about
I
anyone.
tell you after. Do you know who that was?
And I
As you
go,
walk by.
okay, I'm here. Listen, I was 7 years old and jaded. I was like, I'm here to do my job. Okay. So I'm sitting here, you know, going, and then I catch his eye, and I go, and so
I saw
Here's
who
what
it
happened.
was.
No, you didn't.
After you. Well,
Here's what happened. I have to tell the
Okay,
story.
go ahead.
So I catch his eye, like he's across the way, and I know coming onto my carpet it's Freddy. And so I run. I get off of the carpet and go to my mom, who's standing kind of off to the side, just watching. And I go, Mom, Freddy's here. The guy on my wall, he's here. He doesn't do the paparazzi thing. He asks, can I get around the paparazzi and just go in? I don't want to take any pictures. And my little brain hears this, and I go, Mom, he said he doesn't want to take any pictures.
Being the good mom that I am.
And my mother goes, Freddy!
I ran over to him.
She runs over to him.
And I said, you didn't walk the carpet, and my child is the little monster out there.
And
obsessed with you.
And you told him. You
said,
go,
please wait.
You
please.
go, please, please, can you just wait here for her to be done this picture? Yeah. She has pictures of you on her wall.
I'm in love with Josie. I am in love with Josie. I am in love with Josie.
Yep.
That's what you said to him.
And you got to come over.
I guess that was enough to like make him stay.
Oh, he was excited to meet you. Yeah, he's like, well, yeah, of course.
And if I'm honest, I remember and I'm 7. Do I ever remember being 7? I remember every moment leading up to me meeting him. And then I go black. I don't know what I said to him.
Yeah,
I don't know what in my little head.
I was just trying to make sure I got a good picture.
I don't know what he said to me, but I remember that he crouched down and put his hand on my shoulder.
Yeah.
I know that's what the picture looks like. And I know that I'm going, and I know that it's not a good picture. And I remember being really mad that I'm in makeup in it because you can't tell it's me. I've never seen the picture.
Where is that picture?
I have a picture of me and Katy Perry, and everybody goes, sure, that's Katy Perry, because she's in monster makeup.
I've never seen the picture. But Nathan Kress, if you're watching, that was the greatest ever. And you want to know another thing is, we also, it might have been same year, Jeanette McCurdy walked the red carpet, the black carpet.
And so did Fred.
Oh, you're right.
But the thing is, she also pulled a Nathan Kress and asked not to take any paparazzi pictures. And
a lot of the big stars
if you remember, I believe she didn't take a picture with me.
But you took a picture with Vanessa
Hudgens.
And it made the OK magazine.
That's Vanessa Hudgens from High School Musical, folks.
Yes.
Mic drop.
Okay, it was a big deal to me. Not as big of a deal as Freddie, but I've seen every episode of iCarly multiple times. To the point where I can say the dialogue as it's going, and I have never, ever, ever, ever gotten tired of this show. It's a masterpiece.
Okay.
It was originally Luna's show. You guys remember the Scribblenauts bit?
Yes.
That started with iCarly too, because iCarly came out in 2007, which I was too young to understand or understand it.
You were 2.
Yeah. In 2009, when I was 4. That's when, like, I could watch
Luna
iCarly.
said, you're not allowed to watch my show.
I remember Luna ran out into the living room again and turned to Mom and was like, Ryder's not allowed to like iCarly because it's my show.
Luna did that with everything. Wizard of Waverly Place, no one could like
that. That one stuck though. I've never seen an episode. We weren't allowed to watch it. That was Luna's, was Wizards of Waverly Place. Because he told me, I remember him saying, it's a show about wizards and Harry Potter, so it's for me.
So it's your number 2, my number 2. Did you do number 2?
No.
Oh.
Well, I did.
Oh my God, we're at 41 minutes.
I did number 2. Number 2 for me is It's Your Move.
Not funny.
That's kind of funny.
Go ahead.
It's Your Move.
I don't know that one.
That's the same guy.
Can I make a comment? You have not picked a single show I expect you to pick. Where is Taxi? Where is Family Ties? Where is Love Boat?
Love Boat's an hour.
Where's that spy show that you watched? The Electra Woman and Dinah Girl.
That's a kid show.
We
can pick kid shows because I would have picked Pee-wee's Playhouse.
Okay, but really, where are Taxi and Family Ties, and where are they not 1 and 2?
Family Ties and Taxi are number 1.
They can't both be number 1, sweetie.
So you better start thinking about it.
So which one's 2 and which one's 1?
Taxi is number 2 then. I'll get rid of It's Your Move.
Okay, thank you, because that's a bad show.
Oh, good, because we can all talk about Taxi. I love Taxi.
We'll sing the theme song.
And then,
Taxi was my dad's favorite show. So
that was the best singing you've done all night. Yeah. It sounds just like that. Taxi's great. I love Taxi because Kanicki's on it.
Taxi is so comforting It's like hanging out with old friends. Like you're in the taxi
It is
cab
very.
stand.
It calms you down.
Yeah. What's that theme song? Sets the tone.
It's just about everything. And like, come on, Danny
Alex
DeVito.
Rieger.
Danny DeVito. And
Louis De Palma.
the guy who plays Kaneki.
Yeah, that's
And
what's his name?
that really aggressively Italian guy.
Tony Danza.
Tony. I'm Tony Danza.
That's who most people liked. He was the most
Hey, I'm
popular.
like Tony. You gotta talk like this though if you're doing Tony. That's how he talks. Hey, you killed my goldfish.
Hey,
Hey.
Alex, can you
Hey,
help me out? I got a
Alex.
problem here. I got a big
Hey,
fight
Alex.
on Friday.
He's very charming though, but he's kind of like the baby of the show. Is that really? Like, maybe that's just my perspective, but he's kind of like
He's a baby.
he's a baby.
He's playing a sensitive Italian.
He's always crying about something, and Alex has to fix it.
What about Ladka?
Well, yeah, I like Ladka.
Hello, Tony.
Yo, Latka, how you doing?
Fine, how are you?
Hey, I'm okay. How you doing? Hey, why don't you sit down and have a seat there?
Well, I like to, but I don't have any money.
Oh, that's all right. You're my pal. Hey. Come on, hey, pals don't need no money. Hey, have one on me.
All right, thank you very much. You're very nice.
He's a little strange, but I like him. I think he's funny. I like Danny DeVito. I even like the level-headed girl.
Oh,
I don't know her name.
Mary Lou Henner.
Just like, you know,
Elaine?
she kind of just
Elaine.
delivers a few one-liners, and she's never really. If she does have an episode just solely about her, we haven't watched it.
Was one where she falls in love with Tom Selleck. It's fantastic.
But it's a great show. No, it's a really good show. I like that there's usually only like one set.
I was watching the Harold and Maude. The old lady, it's Ruth Gordon, the one who falls in love with Alex in the taxi cab. And is like a sugar mama.
And Alex is the best.
He solves your problems.
He's
like
the
your
best.
dad, Judd Hirsch.
There's not a
My
there's,
dad was
He was
more
the grandpa on
Danny
the Goldbergs.
DeVito.
there's not an unlikable character on that show. I can't think of a single person
No.
in that show
Well,
I don't
the
like.
guy that they get rid of in first season.
Well, that's why they got rid of him.
Yeah.
It's because he didn't have the same charm as all the
Is
other
that the
characters.
boring guy that doesn't really have?
Yeah,
Yeah.
the one who usually just goes, "Oh yeah."
Yeah,
Yeah.
him. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Hey guys.
I'm still
Are
here.
we on to number ones now?
Number one.
Number
one.
One.
All
right, Mom. What's your number one?
Me first.
You first.
There's a new boy in the neighborhood. He lives downstairs and it's understood. He's there just to take good care of me, like he's one of the family. Charles in charge of our days and our nights. Charles in charge of our wrongs and our rights. And you'll see I want Charles in charge of me. Chachi, Scott Baio, Charles.
What's the appeal of
I've already told you. He's
Charles
everything.
in charge?
Beyond
Scott Baio?
beyond the eye candy of Scott Baio.
You know what I think the
Does there
appeal
need
is?
anything else?
The appeal is you get a family sitcom that doesn't require parent storylines.
I like the nerdy
You
boy.
don't have a reason
Okay, you
for
know
kids
what?
to tune out.
Season 1 family is my favorite, of course. And there is a nerdy boy that's into sci-fi on it. He's kind of ugly, not real cute. He's not.
She's gonna say
This is
something
not
mean
gonna
to
end
you.
well.
He's very smart. He thinks he's a comedian. He goes to dinner at the dinner table with a sci-fi mask on.
Pull up.
He reminds me
Oh
of
my
you.
God. Oh
She-
my God.
Did she call him ugly?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, he's not like. He's not Scott Baio. He's not the Scott Baio of the show. He's the little nerdy sci-fi
We're
boy.
talking about me at this point. I'm not Scott Baio.
I pretend you are. I couldn't resist.
Just close your
It's
eyes.
okay, I'm Winona
and think of
Ryder,
somebody
apparently. Don't I look
you
just like
physically
her?
admire.
Admire and let me kiss
If our crushes
you.
got together, it'd be Winona Ryder and
Guys,
Scott Baio.
who's
I made
seen
that
the
joke
Handsome
last
Devils
episode and you
September
yelled.
1st?
Yeah.
Who's
Yeah.
seen the Handsome Devils? I am.
I
Oh my
never
God.
Guys, who saw
Does
the
anybody
Sweet
know
Tender
Scott
Hooligans?
Baio?
Who
There
saw
has
the
to be a
Sweet Tender
connection.
Hooligans? Who saw them
Like a
on
friend of a
July
friend
29th?
situation.
I did.
No, nobody knows him. And now he left California because he's smart. So I'll never meet him. But I do have family in Florida.
Who saw the Sweet Tender Hooligans on June 29th? I did.
Who has a jacket with Scott Baio's face
Do you
on
know
it?
the Scott Baio?
I do.
The theme song? Something about... What is he?
Oh, you
I don't...
You almost sounded like him. Let me close my eyes. Do that again.
Something about the way...
You want to know why he sounds like him? Because Scott Baio can't
You're talking about
sing.
the Joni Loves Chachi.
Yeah.
Because Scott Baio can't sing.
When you look
at me. I have the vinyl. I should play it. The vinyl.
Magic in the... we own that, by the way, and I try to get them to play it with me all the time. They won't. They never want to watch it with me. It's just sitting over there. If anybody would like to watch, Tony Loves Chachi.
Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes. Look me in the eyes.
Let me know.
I would watch Charles in Charge.
No. Oh, Charles in Charge you would?
Yes, not Joni Loves Chachi.
Joni Loves Chachi is terrible.
But
you know it's terrible. They canceled it and put Chachi back on Happy Days.
But I would so watch Charles in Charge. Charles in Charge does in fact sound like a sitcom I would really enjoy.
The first family or second family?
Girl, how am I supposed to know? I don't know the show. But it does seem like something I would enjoy. There is a style of sitcom that I really like. That kind
Think
of
about that.
I love a good family sitcom.
The family moved out.
Second family better.
The family moved out.
And Charles
Kid connected to the house. They're like, it comes with a live-in Chachi.
I would have bought that house.
And walk-in closets.
You have issues and you need therapy. You know what would be such a fun episode of this show is if we knew a professional therapist. It would be a fun episode. And she could just sit there and Mom could tell her how she wants to buy a house that has Chachi built in.
Built-in Chachi. Well, I am going to get an iguana again one day. Or a bearded dragon. And I've already decided I'm naming it Chachi.
Charles in charge of our days and our nights.
It's working.
Charles in charge of our wrongs and our rights. Oh, listen, I've never seen it. I love the theme song already. I wish my number one had a good theme song.
There's a new boy in the neighborhood.
Okay, no, we
your number one or my number one?
You do your number one, because I want to talk about my number one.
He's there to take good care of me.
There's only one number one.
Like he's one of the family. Sorry, stay over here now.
God. The number one is obviously Benson. It's about a guy who is...
Okay, I'm really shocked at that one.
No, it's not Benson.
Oh, I love that show. That's why I was like,
no, it's Family Ties.
Oh, yeah, I forgot who I was talking to.
I bet we've been together for a million years. And I bet we'll be together. You're moving the whole camera.
Oh, sorry, my leg hurts. That's
it's like I started breathing on the night we kissed. And I can't remember what I ever did before. What would we do, baby, without us?
Listen, Family Ties is so good.
Nothing we can love each other through.
That would have been really cool.
Michael J. Fox.
So, I watched Family Ties prior to Back to the Future because it was a very popular show. I enjoyed the show quite a bit. Of course, after Back to the Future, it became like, oh my God, he's on TV every week. You get to watch him. And I started watching it in syndication. And in syndication, they would air the older episodes, and they're terrible. He's way too young. He's way too nasally. It's all about the parents in the episodes. So the later episodes are much better.
But that's one show that I actually like the parents in.
Like, oh, they're great.
You know,
no, they're
normally
great.
You watch a sitcom because you like that person. But that show, like, I like every character. Doesn't matter whose storyline it is that week.
Skippy,
whoa.
Don't bag on Donnie.
Don't bag on Nick. I love Nick.
Hey.
No, all of them.
Don't bag on Nick. The only person we can bag on is the freaking Jennifer or whatever her name is.
Not Andrew.
Say that.
No, Andrew's cute.
Jennifer was a good role.
She's just she's kind of annoying.
Remember when she was in a band?
She's
Mr.
no Mallory.
Sandman.
I love Mallory.
Actually, she had a real
I love
fan
Mallory.
in real life.
I love Mallory. I love Mallory. I love Alex. I love Andy. Listen, I don't know about you guys. I watch Family Ties for the parents. I really do.
No, they're great.
I love the dad on that show. What are their names? Do they have names?
Elise.
Stephen and Elise.
Okay,
Keaton.
I love those two characters so dearly. Every time they're on screen, I'm like,
so much like your own parents.
No, actually,
Free will and hippies will have to save the world.
Definitely not you guys.
No.
No, I just think they're really great characters,
no chance of saving
and they're really great actors. I really like them a lot. No, they're really great.
We're like the auntie.
I actually went to a taping of Family Ties when it was the #2 show on television.
Have you done an episode on that already?
We're talking about sitcoms. People don't watch every episode.
Some do.
But bookend. If you just let me bookend, it would be great. But you won't let me bookend. I went to a taping of Family Ties. We actually got in, even though we had no tickets. And we ended up in the green room watching it on a monitor, not in the studio audience, which was perfect because when the show ended, look at, she's bored, the phone comes out.
Heard the story, 30 years together.
Listen, there's a payoff to this. When the show ended, we went through a door and we were on the set. Well, everybody was saying goodbye and thank you for coming to the taping. And I was so nervous and I kept going, Michael J. Fox is right over there, Mom. He's right over there, Mom, he's right over there. And my mother went over and said, Mr. Fox, I have your #1 fan here. And he came over and he talked to me.
That's awesome.
And we didn't get a picture, but I got an autographed photo. And I met Michael J. Fox at the height of his fame, and I was never the same after.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
He is your Chachi.
I don't know if I can go that far.
No, I wouldn't go that far. I think you're in love with him a little bit. Smidgen. It's okay to admit that. That's not gay. That's just normal.
I don't know what you're talking about. Mallory, please.
I can't believe that none of us are named Marty or Michael.
You were born before that really became a thing. It came back. It was always a thing, but it came back.
Back. Hour back. What is it that you do?
Back to the Future?
No.
Could be a minute, could be a half hour or an
go.
hour. Back. Get it? Hour back.
That joke has followed me my entire childhood,
you don't even know what
and
it
it's
is.
never been funny.
I do punchlines with the kids that they finish, they don't know the jokes.
Yeah, it's true.
The only way.
I don't like that one. No, I don't like that one. I like some of the other ones. I like the bedways is right ways. I like that
Bedways
one.
is right ways.
Bedways
If you
is
do
right
the
ways.
movie, you'd be terrified. Bedways is right ways. Get a bit of spatchka.
I don't know what that's from. I
That's
just
from
know it from
Clockwork
you.
Orange.
And I knew a lot of them that I now know because of Clerks.
Yeah, yeah, you didn't.
What do you mean there's no ice? I make this coffee hot.
I got this coffee hot.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, Ryder, #1. My 35-minute episode is 20 minutes
All right.
over.
What is my #1? Boy Meets World. Guys.
It's on all day here.
I can say with complete confidence that within the past 2 weeks, I have watched Boy Meets World
Don't mind me. I got
every single day.
Well, it's important to get your daily allowance of Boy Meets World.
Every
to make sure you're
single
getting
day.
proper vitamins and riboflavin.
And when I'm not watching the show, what am I doing, Mom?
You're talking about Boy Meets World.
I'm listening to the podcast.
Why is this happening?
My foot is really starting to hurt.
Oh my God.
I'm listening to the podcast. You need to be here for this, Mom. You're the only one who knows the extent of this.
I'm here.
What can you say about Boy Meets World from speaking to me, and she does watch it with me? What can you say about it? Like, what can you say? You're not on camera.
Comedy.
Go ahead.
It's a cute comedy. You're
What
slightly
is it about?
obsessed.
Mom, what do you think it's about?
It's about kids in like middle school and then
Nope.
high school. No.
You're on a great track for sure.
It's about a group of friends.
It is. It is
Yes.
about. Okay, I'm gonna bring it
First
back.
love, crushes, all that kind of crap.
It is about just an average kid named Corey.
Corey's the best person, by the way.
Untrue. Who's the best person?
Corey.
Who is the best person?
Corey.
Say, come on.
I won't say it because Corey's the best person. Topanga.
Sean
He's the second
Hunter. And fun fact, what's the name of the actor who plays Sean Hunter, Mom? What's his name?
Ryder.
Ryder. His
But
name is
it's spelled
Ryder.
differently.
But it's spelled with an I. He's Ryder with an I. I'm Ryder with a
he's
Y.
really Ryder. I think he gave himself that name.
No, it's true. So he has cool hippie parents.
Oh, I'm Ryder.
And his
makes sense now.
his father's name is King, which became his middle name. His name is Ryder King Strong, and his brother, who is also an actor, guess what his name is? Shiloh. And then Ryder has a son. Guess what his son's name is?
This was really just a backdoor episode so you could talk about Boy Meets World.
Yes, it is. His son's name is Indigo. This show, guys, this show is so good. This show is so good.
Seriously lacking Scott Baio, though.
It doesn't need him. Okay, we've got Sean Hunter, the best character
He
ever.
could be like the teacher or something. That'd be good.
We have a great teacher, Mr. Turner.
He is.
I love Mr. Turner. I love this show. You wanna know why? You probably wanna know why I love this school. I love the show because it's so centered around like knowledge. A lot of the episodes are about like respecting your teachers and what a teacher means to a student. And they have real relationships with their teachers. That's a really big integral part of the show.
I'm glad you didn't have those relationships. Your teachers were horrible.
Not all of them.
You have to go back to early elementary.
We're not talking about the show anymore. We're talking about my life. I don't want to talk about that. What I want to talk about is this amazing freaking show. And I know probably everything about it. I'll be honest. I've seen every episode multiple times. I've listened to every single episode of the Pod Meets World podcast. And I want the merch, but it's so expensive. Why? Like, a single shirt is like $35 plus shipping. I don't have that kind of money. Okay, Kohl's is paying me minimum
You just started
wage.
working, you will soon.
Anyways, back to the show. It has an amazing cast, first of all. Like, we got Ben Savage up in here, who's currently running for some position of Congress of some kind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? And we got Bill Daniels playing Mr. Feeney.
Yes, the voice of Knight Rider.
I know him as John Adams.
Yes, from 1776.
Yes. Which means this man's been haunting me my entire life. But
I watched him in a
Great
movie
show.
called The Parallax View, where his name is Austin Tucker.
that's crazy.
And they just keep looking for Austin Tucker.
That's
the whole
crazy.
movie. He's like, I have a meeting with Austin Tucker.
And Bill Daniels is in this movie?
He plays Austin Tucker.
That's awesome.
Speaking of, Austin's off work in a half hour.
I love this show. Another thing that makes the show so great, very similar to Family Ties, I love the parents on this show. And you can attest to this. The parents on this
when
show
you make the parents
are
real
really
people
good.
who are not idiots,
They're-
most of those Disney Channel shows, the parents are oblivious idiots because they can't be involved in the plot or there'd be no problem.
Not only are they always involved in what's going on in Corey's life, they also give the parents their own completely separate plot lines. The parents really, really love each other, which you don't see in a lot of sitcoms, like at all. Which is interesting that all of the like shows that I like have parents that are like, you know what I mean? Anyways.
Is that because you're
great,
searching for something in life you don't have?
Great show. Except for the theme song. The theme song is garbage.
See, I used to watch sitcoms and watch the parents and go, well, that's all fake. Moms and dads don't live together and have happy adventures. That's fake.
It's a great show,
'Cause I
guys.
didn't grow up like
It's a
that.
great show. I love it so
Okay,
so
honorable
much.
mentions. Rachel, any got?
Nothing's.
There have also been lots of guest stars on Boy Meets World.
Benson was a good one. I didn't think of that one.
Soap.
They had the cast of Happy Days on an episode,
Mork and Mindy.
and Anson Williams played himself.
One Day at a Time.
They had the cast of Love Boat on an episode. That was pretty cool. They had Sabrina, the Teenage Witch, on an episode, and she dated Eric.
Give Me a Break. What's Happening.
Watched them all, but
Good
They had
Times.
the Monkees. The Monkees were on an episode of Boy Meets World.
All right, so most people would say that in the lexicon of the sitcom, there is a number one. I Love Lucy. It's the most popular sitcom of all time.
that's a stay home from school
Yeah,
show.
but I would say, based on content and legend status, there's only one sitcom that is the greatest sitcom of all time. Because I would have put the Jeffersons way up on my list, but I mean, I love the Jeffersons.
Me too.
But it's not the number one. You ready?
Yeah.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
I was gonna say that, but you can't like that show anymore. Everyone says you can't like that show no more.
Nobody tells me what I can and cannot like. I don't care.
All in the Family. It's one of my favorites.
Boy, the way Glenn Miller played.
I don't know what we're doing.
Guys like us, we had it made. Those were the days. And you knew who you were then. Girls were girls and men were men. Mister, we could use a man
That show
like
just makes me miss
Herbert
my dad.
Hoover again.
I don't know what show we're talking about.
Didn't need no welfare state.
It's because it was canceled.
Everybody pulled their weight. Gee, our old LaSalle ran great. Those were the days.
We actually have an episode
Some
of us
honor-
doing that.
All the Family is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Some of my honorable mentions, I love Full House, and Dad can say whatever he wants. It is an amazing sitcom.
Perfect Strangers? No? You didn't watch Perfect
That's all right.
Strangers?
Never seen it.
About cousin
I love Full
Balky?
House. I love I grew up watching a lot of Drake and Josh.
You don't watch Who's the Boss, huh? That wasn't for you.
No.
Good Luck Charlie. You remember Good Luck Charlie?
I do remember that.
I love
Ned's
Good
Declassified.
Luck Charlie.
Oh, do I remember that?
Oh boy, what a time!
Every morning before school for like 2 or 3 years.
Oh yeah, and it always
That's how we
convinced
started our
me
day.
that like great things were coming my way in middle school, and they weren't.
Yeah, they
You
weren't.
know what I realized from this? You kind of ruled the TV. Like I've watched all these shows because of you.
Well, whoa, rule the TV is not
Wait
the
a
right
minute,
phrase.
girlfriend.
The phrase is that I watched a lot of TV, and you sat with me because you love me.
That's what it was. You're right.
Mom watches a lot of Boy Meets World.
Watch your mother.
I do.
Watch your mother's face. Roseanne.
I love Roseanne.
I liked that show.
And
I
then
remember
going on the
liking that
record
show.
For canceled items. I love Roseanne.
I remember liking Roseanne.
MASH.
I can really.
Green
Never seen it.
Acres.
I've actually never seen MASH.
Bewitched.
Oh, be
Never seen it.
I Dream of Jeannie.
I have no clue we're talking about anymore.
Gilligan's
Gilligan's
Island.
I watched that this weekend.
What?
Last weekend. I don't know. We're gonna Home Alone.
You watched Gilligan's Island?
I did. I watched an episode of Gilligan's Island where the guy was on the island he had a flare gun and he was gonna shoot the flare gun at the end and they kept trying to steal the flare gun so they could shoot it. I don't know. I was laying on the couch and that was on. I was like, Gilligan's Island.
I watched a lot of Gilligan's Island.
One of those
I was madly in love with Marianne.
Of course you were.
I watched a lot of Austin and Ally.
No, Ginger was Marianne. Are you kidding? Dawn Wells.
Like those girls.
Mom bought me a shirt, a little tiny, because I was itty bitty tiny. You remember the Austin Moon shirt you bought me with the blonde guy on it?
Can't remember.
I loved Austin and Ally.
I believe you though.
What about Kate and Allie? No. Designing Women.
I don't know the ones.
Murphy Brown.
Guys, I don't know the ones you're talking about.
Yeah, these are all. But each of these were hugely popular in their day.
In their day.
Hugely popular.
I'm youthful, folks.
Mm-hmm. The Goldbergs.
It started out good.
Care for.
And then it just went down.
Well, they ran out of storylines. And then they killed the dad.
They should have just did 1 or 2 seasons.
What about Modern Family?
Show.
Yeah, we liked Modern Family when it began.
I remember watching that with you guys a lot.
But that's another one of those shows. It was on too long and their storylines
it's just too
went.
much. The little girl grew up to be like 30.
Yeah, it was too much.
I would watch that show again.
Watch the early episodes that one.
I'm blanking on any more.
You're
I
at
know.
Sitcoms? I
know that there are some that I'm gonna be so angry that I didn't bring.
We Got It Made, where 2 guys hire a hot chick to be their maid. Jennifer Slept Here, where a guy moves into a house and gets love advice from a ghost.
Small Wonders.
Small Wonder, little Vicky's a robot.
Monkey Brewster.
Monkey Brewster.
I remember Monkey Brewster. If Austin was here, I would ask him the name of that. Oh, Crashing. The one about the kid who has 2 sisters, so he makes himself a brother, and the brother is a Muppet. It was right after Disney got the rights to the Muppets.
Sounds like an Austin show.
Yeah, you're describing Austin's life.
Yeah.
Crash and Bernstein. Crash and Bernstein was the name of the show.
Rachel, It's
Not
a Living.
a good show.
Yep, I remember the waitress one, right?
Yeah, Too Close for Comfort.
I
Growing
remember,
Pains.
You know what? I always thought that was a good one, and then you found it recently, and we started to rewatch it, and it wasn't so good.
Oh, Too Close for Comfort?
Yeah, it wasn't as good.
Oh, I
later
liked
in
it.
I'm
life.
gonna say the name of a sitcom, and if you don't remember me liking it as a child, you're wrong.
Okay.
My Babysitter's a Vampire.
Dog with a Blog.
So?
I loved My Babysitter's
Well,
Vampire
I've
because
been-
there was this little nerdy boy on it, and I was in love with him.
We've enjoyed this trip
It's a great
down
show.
TV memory lane. Like and comment below if there are any shows that we missed that you like. Yours
Go
are
watch
probably
Boy
better.
Meets World and report back to me. I need someone to tell me they like it and talk to me about
Didn't
it.
even mention Karen Richmond in the new Gidget. I was very into that show.
My mother can only pretend
I
to
loved
like
Gidget,
it for
both
so
old
long.
and new.
Yeah.
I loved Gidget.
I watched a lot of
There's no
Gidget.
bad Gidget. Yeah, that was a good one. It was really big in my life.
Wait till
really long
you
time.
see my Gidget.
What for your
Valentine.
Alf
You're
was a
gonna
sitcom,
say
right?
she's all that you
With the
adore,
little
but
guy.
stay away.
Who?
The little creepy guy.
Alf?
Yeah, Alf.
Yeah, it was a sitcom. Yeah.
I didn't like Alf.
I didn't like I liked the cartoon.
Back on Melmac.
Yeah, also my favorite Michael J. Fox role is when he was Stuart Little. That's his best work.
Stuart Little, his best work.
His best work.
Masterpiece.
This will unfortunately
What
be
about Scott
Ryder's
Baio?
last episode on the
What's
show,
his best work?
being
What?
forced to move out.
Scott Baio.
Oh, the one where he's 45 and having a midlife crisis.
No, the one where his pills are in the background and he's talking about the government.
Okay, we're not going there. You guys are just... No, there's no wrong. No, listen to you.
Hello. When you look at me.
Charles in charge.
Chachi in charge. What if you'd fallen in love with Fonzie's first nephew?
Oh, God, no.
That's funny. That was
You know what I'm
pretty
talking about?
funny.
The other
Yeah,
guy?
like, yeah.
The
Was it-
greaser guy?
Where's he now?
He's in
I'll
prison.
look him up.
Yeah.
That'd be interesting.
What does Pinky Tuscadero do?
Did we talk about MASH? I like
Do you know?
MASH.
Oh, she has like a thing?
Yeah, she goes.
She goes, yeah.
Hi, Joni, what's shaking? How?
Guys, I haven't thought about the phrase.
What's the name of
Pinky Tuscadero? in a
Joni's
long time.
best friend?
Oh, I know this.
You know this.
You told me.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know that I knew
Maybe
that.
it's
You
your
didn't have
head
to
telling
tell
you.
me. Jenny Piccolo.
What happened on the last episode of Happy Days?
Oh, I don't actually remember. Did he he woke up and it
I
was
don't
all a
think you
dream?
watched him. I think you gave up at the end.
No, I gave up when
Yeah.
they gave Fonzie an amazing girlfriend
Heather,
and
and-
kid,
yeah.
and I went, wow, this is the best thing to do with this character. And then
And they
I
took
walked
it
in the
away.
next day, and you went, oh, by the way, they took her off the show, and I went,
Yeah.
bye.
Somebody goes, what happened to Fonzie's
Bye.
girl?
Yeah.
And they go, oh, he saw a hotter girl on the escalator.
And
so
left.
he broke up with her.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
No, the
on
last
his part.
episode, Joni marries Chachi. And they all come back.
That's cool.
And he looks at the camera and he goes, to everyone here and to Happy Days.
And then you go and you watch Joni Loves Chachi.
No, you don't.
When you look... I watch
don't do
Zap. That's what I do. Zap with Heather Thomas. All right. You want to do the...
Yeah.
Anything else you want to tell these nice people, Ryder?
You didn't take a long enough pause. Anything else
Yeah.
for tell these nice people? Ryder.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you guys do
That's
it.
better.
And to answer your question, I think not, because if I talk about Boy Meets World again, Mom might explode.
I have to go pick up Austin, so it's not even an option.
I have to go rewrap my foot.
It's this
in ice
really
again.
great show. Please go watch it if you haven't. I've seen every episode, and I could talk to you about them by name. One of my favorite episodes is And Then There Was Sean. Putting it out there, great episode, but in order to watch it, you gotta watch the other one, so it makes sense. Okay, we can talk about all the continuity issues together, because there are a lot. Mom? Final goodbyes? Dad? Final goodbyes?
Tucker Time is filmed in front of a live studio audience.
Like, comment, subscribe,
Hit that notification bell, smash that like button.
smash that like button. Let's get
Follow
this
us
video.
on Instagram
We don't have
and
Instagram.
on TikTok.
We don't have a
We're
TikTok.
also a Twitch streamer.
No, we are not.
And sometimes we appear on Periscope.
Next
and
episode, I think
don't
I'm gonna
miss
get dressed.
Austin the
I won't be in
Brimstone's
my pajamas.
OnlyFans.
There's something for you to look forward to.
No, people would buy that. Don't say
Austin
that.
the Brimstone's OnlyFans.
And in conclusion,
I like to think that we're his OnlyFans. Hello.
no,
Austin's the most
there is
popular
a
person in the
particular
family.
little
Who
girl,
sold the most mystery boxes?
little lady who
Yeah.
comments on every picture. I see you.
Okay.
Okay. Toodles.
What are you talking about?
There's a girl that's like Austin's #1 fan. She like comments on it. She's like so
Oh, I know
cute.
who you're talking
Yeah.
about.
Does she watch here?
yes.
yes.
Not this
Hi.
one. There's no Austin here.
Oh.
Yeah, probably not. I think
Brimstone.
her name is Kimberly.
My favorite sitcom is Sonic Satam. I especially like the okay.
Buddy Benson wants to say something to you. Lucas wants to say something to you. I am in love with Josie. I am in love with Josie. I am in love with Josie. Just in case you don't know who Josie is, I'm Josie. So, bye guys. Hope you like the video. Bye, bye, bye. Is that? Yeah, bye guys. Bye, 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 bye.